Now that installation is complete, the next step is to proceed with startup. The first thing that we're going to do is plug in our control valve. Once the control valve energizes, we're going to use the regen button, pressing it and holding it until we hear the valve cycle into backwash. Once the control valve comes to a stop in backwash, we want to unplug the system. This allows us to have ample time to fill the tank from the bottom up to purge all of the air out of it. So we're going to open up our inlet bypass valve, the inlet side of our bypass valve, and we are going to slightly open the inlet isolation valve. And we're going to allow water to enter into the system, fill the tank, and purge the air to drain. Once a steady stream of water is flowing out of the water softener drain line, all of the air has been purged from the mineral tank. Allow the water softener to continue to flush for an additional 15 minutes. Once the 15-minute flush period is complete, completely open the inlet valve, completely open the outlet isolation valve, and open the outlet valve of the bypass. Then plug the system back into the power supply. Use the regen button to step the system back into the service position. The system is now completely full of water. Programming of the system is going to involve setting the time of day and setting key system parameters within the programming. To set the time of day, press the set clock button and the hours will flash. Use the up and the down buttons to adjust the time of day to the appropriate hours. Press next to select minutes, and use the up or the down buttons to adjust to the proper time of day in minutes. Press next to save the time of day. Next, it's time to set the hardness. To set the hardness, we're going to press the next and the up buttons simultaneously until the valve display changes. The up and the down buttons can be used to adjust the hardness to the desired setting. Press the set clock button to return to the home screen once the desired hardness value has been programmed. Watts pre-programs the capacity and the pounds of salt used during regeneration for these systems at the factory. To check the capacity and the pounds of salt used per regeneration, simultaneously press and hold the next and down buttons. When the word set softening appears, press the next button to arrive at the capacity values. The up and the down buttons can be pressed to change the capacity. 1 cubic foot systems are set to 20.0 and 1.5 cubic foot systems are set to 30.0. Press the next button to advance to the pounds of salt per regeneration. The up and the down buttons can be used to adjust the pounds of salt used during regeneration. 1 cubic foot systems should be set to 6.0 and 1.5 cubic foot systems should be set to 9.0. Press the Set Clock button to return to the home screen. The home screen of this system can be adjusted to show two different settings. One is time of day. By pressing the Next button, we can see gallons remaining before the next regeneration occurs. If water is flowing through the system, the word softening will appear in the display screen. Anytime that water stops flowing through the system, the word softening disappears. This is a flow indication that is triggered by the meter detecting water flow through the system. And anytime the word Regen Today appears in the left-hand side of the home screen, this means that a regeneration is scheduled to occur that day. To prepare the brine tank for the first regeneration that the system will have, put 5 gallons of water in the brine tank, followed by the desired amount of salt that you wish to fill the brine tank with. Then, put the brine tank lid on the system. Now that installation, programming, and startup is complete, secure all drains and cabling, check for leaks, and perform a water hardness test to show your customer that their water is now soft.